Guys, welcome back. I hope you all are doing very well. First of all, thank you very much for 340 subscribers. Once again, I really do appreciate it. It has been going up quickly, so that is amazing. If you guys do enjoy the content, remember to subscribe. It will help me reach that 1k goal, and I'm hoping to reach it within 2025. And at the pace we're going, we can definitely reach it. I went up with almost 100 subscribers in a month, so we can definitely get there. Anyways, so let us get into this. I'm going to be covering the Senkaimon in this video. Now, when this video goes live, the Senkaimon will be closed, but this information will be relevant regardless of when you are doing the Senkaimon. But first, let's do some free spins. I think I have only this one, which is fine. Probably not going to get anything. Oh, I didn't. Wait, do I have him? I don't think I do. Oh, no, wait, I do. Never mind. This game doesn't give me new characters anymore. It's insane. A very good guild quest character, by the way. But yeah, so at least I did get a character for a free spin. I see there's a new spin in here for this. Yeah, kinda meh. Oh, they put in this Rukia because the other one sucked. So this Rukia is a good NAD, but she's kinda outdated. This is a good banner to pull on, especially for this Ichigo. That Yuhobaha is very strong as well. But yeah, some good banners in currently, but nothing really to drop like 20k orbs in. I don't think there's anything that's that good in this game. Okay, let's do some of these. Okay, whatever. So I only got one 5-star. Doesn't matter. So what is Senkaimon? Well, Senkaimon is a once a month event that you can challenge. Now, it is as simple as going to solo and clicking on Senkaimon. This icon, the doors will be closed if the Senkaimon is closed, and it will be this picture if it's open. Now, the Senkaimon in and of itself consists of two things, a normal and an extreme. I'll cover the special one in a second. A normal and extreme. Now, each of these has their own categories as well. Normal has the Tower of Forging, the Warrior's Path, Cave of Diligence, and then the Iceberg of Training. Now, the normal one consists of 50 stages. Doesn't matter which one. Tower of Forging has 50, this one has 50, this one has 50, and this one has 50. Now, let me be crystal clear when I say this. When you start a certain tower, if you start the Tower of Forging, you cannot, while in the Senkaimon period, switch over to the Warrior's Path. Let's say you do stage 1 to 5, you need to do all 50 of them. That is what you locked in. You lock in your tower the second you actually complete a stage in it, and the game actually tells you that as well. As you can see, you can only attempt one normal category Senkaimon quest during the Senkaimon quest period. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So all of these actually give round about the same rewards. However, at stage 50, some of them give different types of rewards. So for the Tower of Forging, stage 50, you're going to get 50 Senkaimon medals. And I'll show you guys what Senkaimon medals is used for as well in a second. Then this one at stage 50, can I do this quicker? Is this quicker? I don't know if it's quicker. Yeah, maybe. But this one, I do believe gives you a summon ticket. Yes, it does. So that's a summon ticket. This one should also give a summon ticket, and this one as well. Now, these summon tickets are actually certain characters. Now, I do believe the Warrior's Path, you can press on the information button on the top right. But I do believe that the Warrior's Path, normal Senkaimon, will net you a, yeah, it's a Zangetsu, which you will get from doing it. So there's not a random factor to it. The ticket is a Zangetsu that you will get. However, you can choose what attribute you want them on. Do you want them on blue, which is speed, of course, red, power, you know, that type of thing. You choose what you want them on, and you'll get them as a 6-star. Not maxed out though. You'll need to max them out yourself. So the Zangetsu is a extremely good choice anyways, because it's a very good link for your Brave Battle team if you are focused on Brave Battles. So just keep that in mind. Then this one, Cave of Diligence, I do believe gives a Tatsuki, and this one gives an Ichigo. School uniform versions of both of them. which is, they're not too bad, but they're not as good as Zangetsu. And then this one, of course, just gives you the Senkaimon medals. Now, Senkaimon medals, each tower will net you 200. And with these medals, you can, for instance, buy somebody like the Aizen in his, I think it's first evolution. We call it the Senkaizen. But yeah, so these were very good links. They probably still are if you don't mind the reduction in, well, not reduction, but not the added bonus of cooldown reduction on your strong attacks. And then these crystals as well. Now these crystals, you use these to level up your Zangetsu, your Ichigo, your Tatsuki. Those type of characters can only be leveled up with the Senkaimon crystals. Now you'll see the first bunch of crystals cost you 40, this costs you 60, this costs you 100. So you will get 200 medals, so you spend them on these, okay? Then you will be able to fully upgrade one of those characters. Just keep that in mind. Now, if you do have extra crystals, or not crystals, but medals, and you want to spend it on something else, don't waste your medals on this. You can, if you really wanted to, do a 6-star. I'm telling you now, I've never gotten anything good out of this. You're gonna get an old character, and I pray to RNG for you and for everybody that does this, that they get a 6-star character that is very old, not a duplicate, and is a resurrectable, so you can get some orbs out of them. The chances of you getting a newer character, I don't even think it is possible, but it's extremely slim, and duplicates are very common with this. So just be careful. If you guys still need these Aizens, if you still need to level up a bunch of other characters, rather go the safe way and buy the crystals and level up those characters. I have warned you guys, just be aware of it. So let's go over the normal and just get this done. So basically what is going to happen is every single stage you will have a modifier, as you can see there. So stage 1 doesn't have a modifier because it's stage 1, stage 2, etc. Okay, so from here on it actually continues to change. Every single stage has a modifier. Okay, now it's important to heed to these modifiers, the same as you would do for the guild quest, for the brawl event, or not brawl event, limit breaker. There you go, that's what I was looking for. Look at the rules, follow the rules of these. It helps you immensely. You can brute force these towers if you have the correct characters, like let's say a max transcendence Yachiru on speed. You can absolutely decimate these towers, but it's still even better to use the correct characters on the correct stages. Just keep that in mind. So as you progress through it, I will actually do stage 1 just to show you guys what you can expect from it. I'm not going to do all 50 stages, but then you will see certain stages has this little thing. It says character sealed upon clearance. So what does that mean? Well, you can see it's not clear. If you clear this character with this stage with a character, let's say 8th anniversary Ichigo, okay? It's just use him as an example. Okay, so he's a very strong character, very good character. Okay, now I clear the stage with him. He gets sealed. You cannot use him as a character anymore. You can unseal him by clearing the stage again with a different character if you want to. But I would suggest, general rule of thumb, well for me anyways, these towers, you use your weakest characters first and check if you can actually get past stages with them, and especially these sealing stages. Use your weakest characters, attempt the stage, try to clear it with your weakest, because if it gets sealed you don't really lose a powerful asset, if that makes sense. Because these stages don't seal characters, so you can use those 8th anniversary Ichigo, you can clear stage 1, 2, 3, 4 with him, then you can seal somebody else on stage 5, then stage 6, 7, 8, 9, you can continuously just use him for all of this, for example. But just remember that certain stages seal your character, as you can see here. Stage 10 seals, 15, 20, and then it's going to get more common. 25, 28, 30, 33, 35, 38, 40, and then every single stage is going to seal a character. That's why I said use your weakest characters first to be sealed. As you can see, these have some pretty gnarly effects to them sometimes, like stage 41. You need to have a melee character or a ranged character that has sharpshooter. You need to have a purple character. It adds to have the correct killer effect, and it needs to be a Soul Reaper. Okay, so you don't have to comply by these rules, or you can just meet some of them if your character is strong enough. Just a fair warning, normal Senkaimon is pretty easy, so don't stress about this too much. If you just get, let's say for instance, a Soul Reaper that's on purple, okay, you're gonna breeze through it pretty much. That's strong enough, of course. I'm not talking like an old unit. Newer units, of course. Let's say the new Ichigo that got implemented like a month ago, he will absolutely decimate this, but like with ease. So don't stress about it too much. Just try to at least heed to one or two of the damage multipliers in these rules. Okay, so that is how normal is done, and I'll complete a normal stage just to show you guys what you can expect from it. Then we're gonna go on to the extreme after this. Yeah, I know, thank you. I'm just going to be completing the first stage of Tower Forging. Yeah, I'll use white in this ragged setup. This is way back when I didn't really have anything, so we're gonna be running this. So I'm not going to be blitzing through this, I'm just going to be explaining. So Senkaimon is a pretty simplistic thing. You have a 3-minute time limit on every single stage. Just remember that. So you need to complete it within 3 minutes. It's not a battle of attrition. You need to be able to kill the enemies quickly. That's why you can't use 2 week of units as well, otherwise you won't get it cleared. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to get to a floor, enemies are going to spawn in, you kill them, you move on to the next floor. Then this floor, once again, enemies, you kill them, and then you move on. Now, usually it's only 2 floors, then it's the boss. Sometimes it's different, with some special Senkaimons, etc, etc. But usually it's only 2 floors, then it's the boss. Now, I'm going to be very clear when I explain this, okay? So, most of the bosses can't catch up with you if you're just running. Those that cannot catch up to you while you're using flash tape, okay? So just keep that in mind. Now, I want to hit love with my normal just X. Okay, yeah, so I'm not going to be able to kill him, that's good. So you will see he has multiple HP bars, as does most of the bosses in this game. So when his HP bar reaches, I'll show you guys. So when it's the blue over the yellow, when you're starting to get into the yellow pretty much, when his health is in basically halfway of that blue bar, he's going to do a super. Okay, so you can time this by, let's say, just hitting them from a very far place away, and then when they do their special move, you can quickly dodge to the other side of the map, and usually their special move will miss. You can also perfect dodge it by doing a flash step, but some of them has a insane multi special hit. So some of them will hit you 6 times and you cannot dodge every single shot with a flash step. It's just impossible. So you need to be either out of reach, or you need to have them debuffed with something like weakness, or you need to paralyze them, etc, etc. Some status effect to make sure that they cannot actually pop their super. I'm just gonna kill them. So if you guys are struggling with the bosses specifically, there is a certain type of soul link that you can apply to your characters, which is called Last Ditch Survival. So it basically gives you a 1-up. If you die, you're gonna get a respawn pretty much. Okay, not on full health or anything like that. You're gonna be extremely weak, but at least you will have already tanked the boss's special, and you can just kill them at that point. So just a heads up, if you guys are struggling with bosses, use the Last Ditch Survival Soul trait link. It's going to help you out a ton. We did it for a very long time when we started the game, because when we started the game, something like the extreme was very extreme. It's extremely difficult. So that is normal. I'm not going to cover it more. You guys can get into it and then go through the stages and apply the knowledge that I've given you. It is the same thing all the way up from stage 1 to 50. It's just, of course, it gets harder. That's it. It's just gets harder. Modifiers get more strict. If you have the correct character for every single stage, it's going to be a breeze. It's that simple. Then extreme. Okay, so extreme towers are a little bit more, okay, I'm not going to say low, it's very difficult compared to normal, okay? This I would only recommend if you have a decent amount of extremely strong units. This is very, very tough to do if you're just starting out. And I know this is a beginner guide, but heed the warning, I guess. This is a very difficult tower to do. Well, all of these are actually very difficult to do, but they are definitely worth it, as they also give you more of these Senkaimon medals. They give you a bunch of stuff like summon tickets, blah blah blah. You know, soul orbs. That's pretty much the best thing you can ask for in this game. They need to revise the rewards given for these. These have not changed in 5 years, 6 years. So yeah, these need to be changed, like really. But yeah, as you can see, you get a bunch of stuff, and then on stage 25, doesn't matter which one you do, either one of these four, stage 25 will net you a summon ticket that is actually completely random. Now, have I gotten good stuff out of it? Yeah, maybe once or twice. I've gotten a Quinchigo, which is on Technique. He was rated as one of the, if not the best Technique character for quite a while. I've gotten him out of these tickets, so they can give you pretty good stuff, or they can give you, of course, like everything else in this game, absolutely nothing. So just fair warning, these are kind of decent to get, so I would recommend, if you guys can do it, of course, do the extreme as well. I'm not going to do one, it takes too damn long. So yeah, all of these basically, it's just the modifiers are different on each one of them. However, let me just point this out, and I think this might be a little bit of an important bit of information. The Tower of Forging was the very first Senkaimon Tower, so thus the characters that meet all the requirements are the oldest characters in the game, like year 2, year 1 characters. Okay, so if you want to take a gamble and see maybe if you have older characters but not that old, the Iceberg of Training, since it was added in a lot later, will be a better option for you. Same with these. These are pretty much the ones that were implemented last, quote unquote last, when it comes to the normal extreme towers, so they will have a requirement of newer characters, if that makes sense. So now let's get on to the very, well, as the game states, special tower. Now this is called Gates of Oblivion. Okay, it's 150 floors, 150 stages. This is extremely difficult. Okay, first of all, it's 150 stages. Your progress of this, let's say you do the Senkaimon, this special one, you start at, okay, I'm not gonna scroll way down, let's just say you start at 1 and you get to something like 84. Okay, it's just a stupid example, but maybe you started and you get to stage 84 somehow as a new player. Okay, that's cool. The thing is, your progress gets carried over to the next Senkaimon, so you will never lose your progress. Okay, you can also skip stages if you're struggling with them to move on to the next one, and so on and so forth. So it's a little bit more lenient in terms of that, but it's not lenient in terms of difficulty. This is very hard. You need extremely strong characters, extremely strong accessories, and links to make sure that you actually get past these. And some of these are grueling, like this. I mean, it's a freeze modifier, melee resistance, captains are forbidden, and purple. I mean, that's a relatively tame one, actually. There's some of these that are just like, yeah, this is so, it limits your capabilities, I guess. I mean, no affiliation only, mind attribute only, and has a killer effect times 8. So if you don't have the correct character, you are totally screwed. You cannot do anything. You know what I mean? So the progress continues to carry over every single time. You will not lose anything. It's just be prepared. This is extremely difficult. It is very rewarding to do. I've gotten, I think, 19 5 stars out of the tickets from doing this. I think it was 19 or 18. Round about there. I've gotten a lot of characters out of this. I think these tickets are a little bit better overall. So yeah, definitely worth doing if you guys do have the time and are looking out to do something else in this game. Of course, you will also get 4 clearing certain stages of the Gates of Oblivion. Chad in his school uniform. Now, this might arguably be the best link in the game. Why would I say that? Well, I'll show you guys. So where is my chads? I know I have one on speed that is max transcendence. Yeah, there we go. So this is the chad that you can get from doing the Gates of Oblivion. Now, you can also choose the affiliation you want them on, the same with the Zangetsu, Tatsuki, and Ichigo school uniforms. It's the same thing, just you get it for clearing certain flaws on the Gates of Oblivion. Now, he is good because, well, he's a newer character, so his stats are pretty decent, and you can link him to pretty much any strong attack character and make them instantly a lot stronger. Because of the recharge time, minus 12%, and of course the full stam dam, which is a plus 25%. That is massive. That is colossal. 25% full stamina damage. That applies to all your attacks. Even your special move gets the 25% bonus damage because it's full stamina damage. It's not full stamina damage increases your strong attack damage or anything like that. No, it's just straight up damage increase, which is awesome. However, I see some people, don't know why, okay? And if you're one of those people, I do apologize, but I'm gonna call you out on this. I have seen people, where is my chads? Let me go to all my chads. It should be around here somewhere. There they are, okay. I've seen some people go ahead and let's say red Ichigo here, which is already linked on him. They would link the blue chad as well, and then a purple chad. Okay, so they will have 3 chads linked to the character. Cool. You're getting 75% bonus full stamina damage. That's great. I'm glad you got that. Cool. The problem is you're not getting the bonus stats out of 2 of your links because only one of them is the correct color. And you do not stack only full stam damage on a character. That's not what you do. Ideally, what you want to do is you want to stack, when it comes to your characters, you want to have a full stamina damage, yes, that's fine, as you can see here, and then strong attack damage as well. Why? Because it's a multiplier on a multiplier, so it multiplies more than just having a flat full stamina damage increase. So this is actually a much better setup than, let's say, having 3 of those chads in here because, well, I get the bonus stats from these guys as well, and I have the bonus modifier of strong attack damage going up even more, so it all multiplies much higher than what it would do just having full stam dam. Not only that, but remember, running full stamina damage is actually quite risky. Let's say, for instance, I ran full stam dam on this Ichigo over here. Okay? Now, this Ichigo has no status elements. The only way you can actually heal is by going through zones. So if I get hit in the beginning of a zone, let's say I start a zone and I instantly get hit with 25 with my full stamina damage boost, I lose it for an entire zone. And if the majority of my damage is coming from full stam dam links, like 75% for instance of the 3 chads, you lose everything. All your damage is down the drain. You cannot rely on anything except, well, I wanted to say your links, but your links is trash then. Yeah, you cannot rely on anything. That is why it's important not to invest fully into full stam dam. If you're doing a nuke build for, let's say, epic raids, then yeah, you can run full stam dam because it's gonna apply to your special and you're gonna pop your special pretty much in the beginning of the raid, so you're not gonna get hit. But when it comes to normal gameplay, I do not recommend running only full stam dam. But yeah, that's my little rant on the chads. People think it's the best thing under the sun. It is not, trust me when I say that. You really want a variety on your links. Having only one type of damage type is insane. Like, yeah, I have 2 full stam dams. That's fine, because I got the 20% strong attack damage from her. The only reason I have the Bambi on was because, well, I got her and she was new. I will 100% put either Yachiro in again or Itsu, because they're both extremely strong. But yeah, so that is the Senkaimon, guys. It is in for, I think, 16 days, a month, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. I think it's in for half of the month. But yeah, so it is in. You can, of course, do your stages and stuff like that, but just note that the only Senkaimon quests that actually carry over is your Gates of Oblivion. If you do not complete, let's say you do this up until stage 27, and the Senkaimon closes and opens up again, you're gonna have to restart the whole tower, which means you get all your rewards again. But yeah, just if you're gonna start doing a tower, please complete it. Just complete the towers. It's definitely worth your time. If you are out of tickets or whatever, you can play this. This doesn't require tickets. It costs you nothing except your own time, and how you value your time is up to you. So do it if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. There's many other ways that you can get some decent stuff in this game. But yeah, that is it for the video, guys. That's a much shorter one than last time. I am very happy because my voice wants to go away all the time. So if you guys did find this informative, helpful, anything like that, please remember to subscribe, leave me a comment, leave the video a like. It is much appreciated, and I will be back again on Monday with COD. Is it Monday? No, not Monday. Tuesday. I always get it mixed up. With some more COD, and then of course next week on Friday more Bleach, but then I think Bleach is pretty much done in terms of beginner guides, so we'll see what we do. But anyways, yeah, have a good one, and may RNG bless you. Peace out.